My husband got our girlfriend pregnant without discussing it with me. My husband got our girlfriend pregnant without discussing it with me. Okay, here we go. My husband, 38 male, and I, 30 female, are in an open marriage. Okay, now it makes sense. We've been married for 5 years and open for the past 2 years. Currently, we have a long-term girlfriend, 26 female, that we both have been with for just over a year. I am also 30 weeks pregnant, and we're all so excited to welcome our daughter into the world soon. Our relationship and time in the bedroom has never been better until the other day when our girlfriend announced her pregnancy to us. I was so surprised. I didn't know she had been seeing anyone else. After I congratulated her, I asked her who was the father, and she said that my husband was. This was something that we never talked about at all, so I politely asked her to leave while I discussed this with my husband. Apparently, her seeing me pregnant and so excited Am I wrong for not showing up to my engagement after finding out my boyfriend was planning to propose? I, 28 female, have known for a while that my boyfriend, 38 male, was going to propose. We've been talking about marriage, rings, etc. for a while. I didn't know when or where, but I thought I knew the how. This is because I made it clear that I would absolutely hate a public proposal. The very idea gives me hives and makes me queasy with anxiety. It's a personal preference and comfort zone thing and not an opinion on other people's proposals. There have been a few times when I thought he was going to ask, but I was wrong each time. The night of the conflict was my birthday last week. We were going out to celebrate and he had given me my gift early to wear to dinner, since it was the first time we'd be going out for my birthday since pre-COVID. We were meant to meet at the restaurant, but my dad called before I left, asking if our big announcement tonight was baby related. And if so, he'd like to congratulate me in advance in case he didn't make it due to a travel delay. You know what? It's just like a dad thing. Leave it up to dads to ruin every surprise. A few minutes into the call, I put 2 and 2 together and immediately called my best friend, who reluctantly confirmed my fears. She hadn't wanted to spoil my boyfriend's surprise, but she also tried her best to convince him to scale it down because she knew I wouldn't like what he had planned. At this point, Am I wrong for returning home after I found out that my husband booked first class for him and his friend while I got economy? My husband and I are both 30 and haven't been on a trip out of the country for years. While he gets to go every year with his best friend, his reason for going with him is because they both go to attend sporting events. This year, my husband told me I could go with him and his friend since they were visiting a new destination. He paid for my ticket and everything else since I'm a stay-at-home mom and have no job. The kids were left with my mom. However, when I found out that he had booked first class for himself and his friend while I got economy, I just couldn't hold my tongue. I confronted him about it, and at first he refused to discuss this. When the argument got heated, he yelled, "I paid for your ticket, for God's sakes. Isn't that enough?" Then kept on about how I should stop acting like I was royalty, and that if I come to think about it, even economy is fine for me since I technically don't work anyway. I cried because of what he said and decided to just not go. He changed his tone and started begging me to just go with what he planned, but I declined. I went to